Hey everybody, it's me, Erin and Elyse. Welcome back to the kitchen. Today's recipe I'm very excited about. I've never made it before, and it has a cookie ingredient. Today I'm gonna make 7-Up biscuits. This is something I believe I saw down in the comments, perhaps. I saw it somewhere, and I was like, hey, I know how to make biscuits, but I've never tried 7-Up biscuits. And what really caught my attention was that it said it was very much like the biscuits from KFC, which I love. I love those biscuits so much. Let's get started. Let's put on our aprons. Come on. This is looking a little grimy. Do you bounce when you tie your apron? For some reason it helps me. Apron is ready. The first thing that we have to do is preheat the oven. I think it said 425. Let me check. I was right. It's 425. Let's turn it on. Now you need 4 ingredients to make these biscuits. You need all-purpose baking mix like Biscuit. I got the store brand. You need butter, you need 7-Up, and you need sour cream. First I'm gonna measure out my sour cream. Wait, no. It said, cause you have to melt the butter, a half a cup, which is a whole stick. That's a lot. You gotta melt it, but you put it on the pan. You well, unwrap it. Put it in the pan and stick it in the oven and let it be melting in the oven while you're doing your other business. I'm gonna go on, take it out, stick of butter. It'll melt quicker if you cut it in half. Oh, that's good. I cut mine in half. I'm gonna stick it in the oven while we do the rest of this. Okay, this is my all-purpose baking mix. You need 4 cups. Look, measuring cup. This holds 4. Come out. It's chunky. Ooh, I can smell that butter melting. 4 cups. I think I need my bigger bowl. Is this bubbling already? It's getting there. You definitely need a large mixing bowl. 4 cups. Then you need one cup of sour cream. 1 cup is one of the little containers. I'll show you. Where'd it go? I already took it out. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, so it's one of these like little. That's a cup. And you want to cut this in to your baking mix. Cutting means mixing it with like a spoon or whatever, or fork, instead of using a mixer. I'm using like the real deal. This is not reduced fat or anything. That would probably work, but I don't make biscuits very often, so it's a treat, you know? Every now and then you gotta just treat yourself 2017. My butter is sizzling, so I'm gonna check on it. I don't wanna burn it, you know? Oh, I'm burning it, I burned it! I'm gonna have to redo my butter. Maybe don't melt your butter in a pan. At least my oven did not do it right. Or maybe it got too hot too fast. I don't know. Once that has stopped bubbling, I'll dump it out and I'll remelt a stick of butter. Let's get back to the other stuff. Dang it.
Smells good though.
Burnt butter. Butter does smell good while it's melting. Anyways, I'm gonna go on and do this right now because that needs to cool off before I wanted to mess with it. Oh, scoop it out. Hippie, hush your mouth. Cut this in, mush it about. That's fine. Okay, so I rinsed out my burnt butter. I'm gonna melt some in the microwave. But first I'm all over the place again. First I'm gonna finish this mixture here. You add in a cup of 7-Up. I just bought one of these because I don't really drink soda. I think you could use another type of lemon lime or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be 7-Up. So I got a cup of 7-Up. I'm gonna add that in here. Ooh, bubbles. Oh, it's all foamy. Mix that in. This is so interesting. I don't know how this works or what it does, but it's a little lumpy. I think that's okay. I'm just trying to make sure I've got it as mixed as possible. You know, all that sour cream's kind of thick. So I want to make sure I evenly distribute it. I'm gonna taste of it. Tastes like dough, but citrusy. Interesting. Some people had trouble working with this dough because it's a very wet dough, meaning it's going to be real sticky if you try to like do it in your hands. So you can just do drop biscuits, which means like take a scoop and like literally drop it down. I'm going to try to use like a cutter to make it more pretty, but we'll see how that goes. I don't really know. You can use like the bottom of a glass or whatever to cut it, but you have to flour all your surfaces. All your biscuits, once you've either plopped them or cut them, has to be in the melted butter in the pan, so I need to try to melt butter again. Who knew that would be so difficult? Let's try 45 seconds. 45. Microwaving the butter. Let's see. That did it, 45 seconds. Melted butter that's not burnt. Now, if you have parchment paper or wax paper, that would come in very handy right now, because if you're gonna roll out your dough. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use this baking pan so I don't get my counters all sticky. And you sprinkle out some of your baking mix onto whatever surface you're working on. Spread it out. I guess that's okay. And then you basically like dump this out on top of it. Waste not. I need a spoon. Oh, on the floor. That's good enough. Flour the top of it a little bit too, so you can actually squish it down. You could use flour too, you don't have to use baking mix. Put some on your hands, squish it down. They said to 1 inch thickness. That's looking pretty good. I'm not sick, I just sometimes get a little tickle. They also said whatever you're cutting your biscuits with, you want to flour each time you cut. So I need to get something to do that. Down below, just a little bit. I'm gonna use this glass. Now is when I'm gonna pour my butter into the pan. Oh my gosh, hi, it's Erin from the future. Guess what? Your camera cut off and they're missing a part. So let me demonstrate for you. As I was trying to show you, when you cut your biscuits, you get a glass, you have a bowl of flour, and before you cut your biscuit into the dough, you dip it in the flour, then you dip it in the dough, kind of wiggle it about, and that loosens it up. And every time you want to cut a biscuit, dip it in the flour first, okay? That's what I was trying to tell you. So, we're still working out the kinks of this camera, so sorry, my bad. Any questions, leave them in the underpants. In the pan, you want to put them kind of close together because that's what helps them rise up and get fluffy. I'm kind of knocking off some of that extra flour as well because a lot of it stuck to the bottom. I got 10 biscuits in my pan. Why can't I keep eating this dough? So that's what they look like in here. So I'm gonna put them in the oven. Again, it's at 425 and it said 10 to 12 minutes, but just kind of look at it. Now I'm gonna wash my hands and wait for 10 to 12 minutes, so. It's been, I think, closer to 15 minutes. I think it took longer because they are larger biscuits. I'm gonna take them out. Look at those beautiful biscuits. I don't need no Grand's Pillsbury now. So, I'm gonna let these cool for just a couple minutes and then we're gonna taste them. I'm really excited. The biscuits have cooled. I've put them in my grandmother's dish. And now I'm so excited to taste them because they smell so good. And I'm really pleased with how they turned out, how they look. Let's do it. Come on, taste tester. Get on in here. So I think you should pick one out and then...
Gosh, those smell good. Oh my gosh. Love. My hands are so buttery. This is really good.
Oh yeah. We need something to drink with that. Wash it down.
That's good.
Yay!
Holy moly. Get me away from those biscuits.
Noodle's like, I want to try. I highly recommend making 7-Up biscuits. They are not exactly like KFC, but I get why the comparison was made. Ooh, that's good. That's good. So there you have it. That's 7-Up biscuits. I think easy enough. Let me know in the underpants, have you ever had these types of biscuits before? Do you have a certain restaurant that makes your favorite biscuits? Let me know in the underpants. Keep the recipes coming. I love looking through all your suggestions. And I'll see you next time. Bye. happy.